that garbage can orbit of Donald Trump. No doubt that he's nervous.
What'd you do?
On Tuesday, April 4th, 2023, Donald Trump entered a Manhattan courtroom and pled not guilty to 34 crimes.
You're a fucking movie star.
So tick, tick, tick.
I'm trying not to laugh, but he really did. But there's no embarrassment about it. The problem is, because MAGA and Trump take themselves so seriously, we're all having a laugh at the thought that Trump stinks. There you go. Fact. And apparently in the court, Alina Yabba Dabba Doo had to actually, this is a picture I've only just seen. Here's the thing. These clowns at Fox News, if this was Biden, they would be going on non-stop making jokes, etc. But because it's Trump, they're trying to pretend that his SHIT don't stink. Well, it does.
So today we're here in a bipartisan fashion to show leadership in an effort to end this senseless. So today we're here in a bipartisan...
Funny thing is, Biden has a sense of humour, doesn't take himself too serious. Yes, he farts. Big deal.
Pay your fair share. Pay your fair share.
Right, from one stench to another, Moscow Marge is becoming more and more popular in her home territory. Yes, Russia, they can't get enough of her. It seems almost like you could say she's become a Putin parrot. Squawking here, squawking there, squawking shite everywhere.
There's so many stories of corruption coming from Ukraine, but they claim that we have to fight for the democracy of Ukraine. That is a lie. Ukraine, they suspended their elections. If we're fighting for democracy, why do we fight for a country that suspends their elections, locks up American journalists, and destroys free speech? This is nothing but a money laundering scheme, all in the backs of the American taxpayer, while they...
Moscow Marjorie has reached a new low. You know, during the Russian Revolution, Lenin talked about American journalists who were writing glowing reports about Russia at the time as useful idiots. And I don't even think that Marjorie reaches that level of being a useful idiot here. She is just mouthing the Russian propaganda and really hurting American foreign policy in the process. She's acting completely irresponsibly.
The American taxpayer is punched in the gut every single day.
The issue is not with Johnson. Speaker Johnson is not the one who's running Congress. Marjorie Taylor Greene is running Congress. Everyone is afraid of her.
Выйти из Альянса призывает Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is proposing for the U.S. to withdraw from NATO. She believes that Americans should help Putin win.
It's quite obvious that Trump really wants to get locked up because he can play the martyr and they think that will suddenly be they can raise money. My suggestion would be fine him. Literally, because the likes of Fox News are not really taking any of this serious. I mean, Jesse Waters is literally saying, play with the judiciary system, get yourself locked up, repeat the BS that I come out with. I think, really, Trump doesn't need any encouragement to be a buffoon. He finds it quite natural.
I would make them put me in jail. I would have a tweet about something maybe perhaps I said on the 5 or Jesse Waters primetime, and I would force them to throw me in jail if I were...
And that's what's so frightening for our country. Do I want to see him in jail? Absolutely not. I wouldn't put it past this judge, though. And President Trump should be allowed to be out on the campaign trail every single day. This trial shouldn't even be going until after the election.
Let me ask you, if they try to put the former president in jail, you know, 100 and some odd days before an election, you really believe that's going to happen? What do you think the country's reaction to that is?
I think he'll win by even a bigger landslide than he's going to win by already.
All right.
I don't think he's going to get a fair trial. I think it's very possible he'll get convicted in time for the election. It will have an impact on the election, and then the conviction will be reversed on appeal. But election interference will have been accomplished. They're trying to keep him in the courtroom against his will and preventing him from campaigning. He has the right to be in the courtroom. The government, the prosecution, has no right to keep him in the.
You don't have to be afraid.
This weekend, Trump went crazy on social media. Sounds about normal, right? But this time, he was targeting the judges overseeing his criminal and civil trials, asking, how many judges do I have to endure before somebody steps in? Somebody steps in? To do what, Donald? To attack the judges? To kill them or their families? He told a violent mob that attacked the Capitol, be there, we'll be wild.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
He told the Proud Boys to stand by.
Stand back and stand by.
He told us these were good people in Charlottesville.
Very fine people on both sides.
Now, he's putting the lives of these judges and their families in danger. He knows that his followers are just waiting for the signal. So when the attack comes, you'll know who ordered it. We've said that Donald Trump is corrupt. We've told you he's an authoritarian. We've said that he's dangerous. But we've never said he doesn't know exactly what he's doing.
If you ever wanted a more better example of how the two political parties right now appear to be literally at opposite ends of how to get the job done, just watch this clip. You have one person, Tom Zuzman, I think, is being a representative, talking about policy, and some shouting, screaming clown who's, Trumpy Trump. What a surprise.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Swansea is recognized. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Roy, the histrionics and the hyperbole are not working. You just said so yourself. It's not working. We're about to pass. It's not working. It's not working. The bottom line is...
The gentleman will suspend. House will be in order.
The bottom line is that
This is pretty incredible. Research and focus groups happen in so many different areas of life. You would actually think from pollsters, when they're doing some research into people's political habits and thoughts, the number one thing that would happen is you would listen to what the person whose political opinion is probably different from yours, who you may disagree with. So at least listen to what they got to say before you start shouting and screeching back and talking all over them. But no. It's not what's going on right now with the Trumpy Trumps. They just don't want to know.
Was Obama. I couldn't stand to watch that guy. He just looked down on top of everybody. Trump will get down in the dirt and work with you.
So
Obama
you
would never have done that.
You want respect, but you have a president who takes on women, minorities, everything but white
and you know what?
males.
He won the
attacks.
election. And he won.
He didn't get
and
the
you guys
popular
can't
vote.
handle that.
He didn't.
I don't know why he's racist.
No,
You
why
have
do
to
you
ask
see it
him.
that way?
Why do black people hate because he sits up and he says all those Mexicans are rapists and murderers.
Every single one.
Okay, and then, yes, he did say that. Yes, he did. Can I finish my? I didn't say that. You're talking about. I'm talking about when he was running.
Yeah, I know. He said they send the worst among them. Some of them are rapists. Some of them are drug dealers and murderers.
They asked me.
And I asked the question is, what exactly is it that they are so angry and so annoyed about if they're only shouting, only talking, only being rude, only stopping anybody having any opinion unless it's theirs? How is that actually, I'm being serious here, how is that actually going to get anything solved?
Is our democracy in danger of failing? Raise your hands if you say yes. Wow, I'm shocked at how many. Does anyone here, by a show of hands, think our democracy is truly strong? You got two people, that's it.
Two hands.
We're in trouble. We're in trouble. I don't know what to do about it. This is my craft. This has been my trade for the last 30 years. Mm-hmm. I've been seeing this get worse and worse. 74% of Americans now say they're mad as hell and not going to take it anymore. 83% say we're more divided than we've ever been. Even people 65 and older, old enough to remember the killing of Martin Luther King, Bobby Kennedy, our cities burning down. They say this is the most divided it's ever been.
They're mad as hell. They're not going to take it anymore. You said, what, 74%? But why are they mad? Can they articulate why they're mad?
Yes, they believe they've been ignored, forgotten, and the worst of all, betrayed. And I'm paying attention to the words and phrases they use because the stronger the language, the greater the anger. And I've seen this and I feel this, and I'm reminding them, your children are watching, your friends are watching, and they don't care anymore because they want to own the opposition rather than change the opposition.
Or talk to the opposition. Really quickly, too, because I do want to get to one other topic with you. The younger voters you spoke with there who see the democracy at risk, only 2 of them said that democracy is strong. Where are they? Are they mad as hell? Are they just throwing up their hands? Do they want to try to change anything?
They don't like anybody.
Has anybody got any answers? And even though it's total chaos, a real mess that even the emergency services would probably struggle trying to work out where to start with, fear not, it's going to be okay. Watch this. It's about 4 to 5 minutes. Please, 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 watch it and give me your answers. What the heck, and I mean what the heck, underline the H, is going on?
Putin's such this enemy. He isn't doing anything. He just wants back what was his.
But he invaded
What was his.
He invaded Ukraine,
That's fine.
killing thousands of people.
That's fine.
You can't, I mean, even a broken clock is right twice a day. This guy has got to work at, and his handlers have got to work at being wrong all the time. So now you've got, of course, we see this war between Israel and Iran, Russia and Ukraine, and North Korea's looking for some attention, God help us. China's eating our lunch. And it's just a remarkable dynamic. And I think there's now more and more people saying that they feel dumb and embarrassed for having voted for Joe Biden. But that's what fear does to you. This is why it was this demonizing of Donald Trump, trying to make you think that the world is going to end. And lo and behold, the world did end because of Joe Biden.